Welcome to this short video about integrating F5 BIG-IP and Cisco Tetration. In this video we will show how to integrate and use BIG-IP APM to get visibility on the traffic flow. Cisco Tetration is a platform that allows three main use cases. The first one is application insight. It allows to have a full visibility and discovery on applications inventory, as well as mapping all application dependencies. The second use case is workload protection, where you can implement and enforce security and take proactive actions like enforcing and changing configuration on devices. The third use case is the network insight, where we can have visibility on the traffic. It's not about sampling the traffic, it's all the traffic that is sent to a Tetration cluster. We can have visualization of network relationships, performance metrics, forensic, and so on. When we use proxies, the network flow is split into multiple flows and the context information is lost. So this is why we need to reassemble the flows and understand all the context. Integration between BIG-IP and Tetration is done using the IPFix protocol, which is supported by BIG-IP since several versions. Well, basically integration is done using three I rules, one for TCP, another one for UDP, and the third one for HTTP. So basically you will attach the specific I rules to a particular VS. This I rule will pass the all incoming packets and create IPFix logs that will be sent to the Tetration sensor. Okay, so let's have a look on how the two solutions work together. So in this scenario, we will have a BIG-IP sitting in front of pool members, represented by web servers, for instance. Those web servers are reverse proxied by the BIG-IP APM. It can also be LTM because we are sending the same information at this stage. The BIG-IP is sending IPFix information to the Tetration sensor, which sends all the information back to the Tetration clusters for analytics. So in this example, we will have the client accessing the application via the virtual server presented by the APM. And when the user is authenticated, the APM will send, beside the IPFix information, it will send also some LDAP parameters back to the Tetration cluster that represents the user identity informations like the CN, the department, the description, and the IT description, for instance. These user annotations are sent to Tetration using the HTTP I rule that is attached to the VS, which is mandatory when it comes to sending LDAP attributes. As a recap, the user first access to the application via the virtual server. Then the BIG-IP APM authenticates the user and provide authorizations. Then the BIG-IP send IPFix template to the sensor. And then from the Tetration console, we can see the user annotations and we can correlate flows. Okay, let's see the demo. So the user is accessing the virtual server. He is getting authenticated, as you can see, by APM. We have a successful response from the backend server. And from the Tetration console, we can access and see the flow information between the client side and the server side. so we can filter the traffic. Here the filtering is based on the F5 demo. So if we select the client side flow, we can see that we have the user annotations that are retrieved from the APM, and if we have a look to those annotation, we can see that those are LDAP attributes that has been raised by and sent by APM to the tetration sensor.